Baki kitinga wana moto, kabebe kinga jose, damo bali na yo, damo longani. Dalola elo gitala kana simae, dala kana simayo kakama kamoe, damo bali na yo, damo longani. Baki kitinga wana moto. Sango ya tuae na mulongani na mubali na yo na lola elo mitala kana simae na la kana simae kama kamoe na mubali na yo na mulongani ti 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 ti. Liki mambwe, hey mambwe, mambu na lupangwe, liki mambwe, wapi mabuta, liki mambu na lupangwe, liki mambwe, hey mazonga, liki mambu na lupangwe, liki mambwe, wapi mazuzi, liki mambu na lupangwe, liki mambwe, liki mambwe, liki mambu na lupangwe, liki mambwe, wapi mabuta, liki mambu na lupangwe, liki mambwe, mambu mambu, liki mambu na lupangwe, liki mambwe, mambu mabeba.
Wow, I'm shivering. Pumwani boys, congratulations. I see why you won. I see why they won. Very good morning to you and welcome to the Power Breakfast Show. This morning, like Willis Rapuru said a bit earlier, we're focusing on the winners of this year's music festivals, different categories. And right here with me, I'm with the Pumwani boys director, Mr. Joseph Muyale. Yes. Good morning, sir. Thank you for coming. And then there's Kasmir Obiero. You're a tutor in the creative arts field. We'll be talking to you in a bit. But I have to start with you, Mr. Muyale. First, Zilizopendwa.
Yes.
How old are these boys?
They are, I think most of them will be below 18.
Below 18.
Yes.
And you introduced them to a new genre. How easy was it? You're taking them back in time.
We are taking them back in time. And at the same time, just reminding, there's this category in Kenya Music Festival,
yes,
where now we implore on our youth, yes, to go back to what we had, and so that even when they grow up as artists, yes, they will have some traits of what there was.
Okay. Yeah, so and what song was that?
That was Ibeba by Tabule.
By Tabule. Yeah. Many will ask, then why didn't you go for Kenyan Zilizopendwa? This
category is a new class, but then you have a choice to pick either. And we have a Kenyan Zilizopendwa too. Okay. We did one by Sukuma Binongaro, which we have also. Okay. And we have done from other artists too.
How long did it take you to put up such a wonderful group and a winning group?
Okay, like for Pumwani, I would say they have understood my style of singing and arranging. Over time, like this song was arranged by me and the conductor.
Okay.
So,
the young man,
and he has actually is one of the boys mentoring. Yes. Who graduated from Pumwani, and he scored highly. Yes. To join the university. So he just graduated last year. Okay. And so as a mentor, that's what we do. So he conducted the choir in Kisumu. I just arrived yesterday night.
Okay.
From a tour outside.
Kasmir, your creative, tutor. Okay. I've been told I have to go to Willis Raburu first, and then we'll come back to you. So Willis.
All right. Yes, I'm joined by Daniel?
Yes, Daniel Mugoshi.
Daniel Mugoshi.
Yes.
All right, so tell us, I mean, this has been quite, it's interesting, as the director said there, it was composed with his help. Yes. But how was it learning, you had to cram this Maboko, the details about how was it for you?
Okay, it's really hard at sometimes, but we have some kind of culture and determination. It's something that we are born with it in Pumwani. Once the teacher comes and teaches us maybe something new, we have to concentrate and like put our own effort. Each and every individual in the choir has to put his effort into the choir so as to learn these songs. They're actually very hard, but since
even I sing and I never get the
we started a very long time actually, so it becomes easy to learn the songs because it's like a culture. It's something that we are born with. Once you join the school, you find the school singing, so the first time you're like, wow, then after
when you join school,
like everyone in the school has to sing.
Yeah. All right. And how was it like? Do you still get scared stage fright like right now, like when you're here?
Oh, okay.
You're performing along?
Well, for someone like me, I can say I don't have stage fright. But there are some people who have the fright, but I have some certain ways of cooling them down. Before we enter the stage, there's some certain drills that we do. We kind of tell each and every person to have courage and all that stuff. And so when they come to the stage, all the stage fright would be gone and they perform very well.
All right, well, we hope to host you guys again and you keep on winning. All right,
okay,
so
thank you.
Remember that the hashtag, like I said on Twitter, is Power Breakfast. The hashtag is Power Breakfast on Twitter, and 2242 if you have any questions for them. And there are so many more who are coming up. For now though, I toss it back over to Kirigo.
Thank you, Willis. And before we went to Raburu, I was asking you, you attended the music festivals this year.
Yes.
Excuse me. What was the quality? How was the quality of the presentations that we had?
Actually, compared to the preceding years, the 89th edition has been a wonderful one. The quality was so high. The levels of competition have risen over time. And with the introduction of new classes, for example, there is a Zilizopendwa from outside Africa. Like State House Girls gave a very nice rendition of Chiquitita by ABBA. So with the ever expanding of the festival, the levels have really grown, and I must say that this year's festival was a wonderful one.
Is it a sign that schools are now taking, the arts, the music, the drama very seriously? Definitely.
Especially with the scrapping off, or rather with the abolishing of ranking of schools, it has been seen in many schools that people want to show themselves, and the best way is by co-curricular activities, music, drama, sports, and when you compare the previous editions and the 89th edition of the Kenya Music Festival, you'll realize that schools have really come in. Last year in Mombasa, we had slightly above 90,000 participants. This year, it was over 115,000.
Wow. Okay, so it's becoming better and better as the days go by. All right. Mr. Muyale, congratulations once again. Have you started thinking about next year? What you're going to do next year? What you're presenting?
Yeah, well, I would say like the class we performed, people say it's my creation in the festival. So it's one thing that people come to look at the festival. So we must all the time think of what are we giving the Kenyans every time they come to the festival. So you're right. You're already planning.
All right, then we wish you all the best, and thank you very much for doing such a fantastic job with this young gentleman. All right, like we said, we have the winners of different categories of this year's music festivals. The next one is on a stage. I'll hand you over to Willis Raburu so that he can, tell us who they are. Willis?
All right, I'm laughing because we had that little joke where I was these guys are going to perform a choral verse. They're Mount Kenya University, right? Yes, Mount Kenya University. And they're going to perform a choral verse. And growing up, of course, you had the several choral verses like, and I said I'll perform one and say, tuko hapa na Kirigo, ambayo anapenda Nio. Lakini Nio hata mwona, lakini bado atakuwa. Something like that. So remember, I'll keep reminding the way to talk to us, and I'll be sampling some of them a little bit later on. I see some of you have already started commenting on Twitter. The hashtag to use is Power Breakfast, and on 2242 is the SMS platform. But for now, though, we want to hand you over to the Mount Kenya University as they give us their choral verse. Karibu.
I met her at the gates, hearts beating at that rate, hoping it's not too late. I asked her for a date, getting late in dating my mates, to get to rate to date my mates. I stood in the rain, waiting for Lorraine, in vain. Lorraine, you're making me insane. Lorraine is my one and only, always with me when I'm sad and lonely. With her incitation, I took the potion, raising my emotion, setting me into motion. Her potion made me see the world in black and white, and all my problems were out of sight, engulfed in happiness all day and night. But when I woke up, she was not in sight. It was all a hallucination. I was in the rain, waiting for Lorraine, in vain. Lorraine, you're making me insane. Lorraine, my light and shining armor, fills my world with joy and glamour. Whenever her potion I taste, my world stands to best. She lights up my world without uttering a word. People seem to think me mad, but when her potion wears off, I try to look around. Lorraine is nowhere to be found. My life goes back to sadness and gloom. I am surely destined for doom. Without my Lorraine, that I wait for in the rain, in vain. Lorraine, you're driving me insane. Lorraine has turned me into a pet, always happy whenever we met, sad and gloomy whenever she left. My mind is not at ease, someone help me please. I feel so cold without her. I am addicted, I cannot bear the pain inflicted. Just like my elders predicted, Lorraine is of no use to you. They say, Lord, save our son from this drug. They prayed. They called her names that broke my heart. Bang, brown sugar, and cocaine. But I know her as Lorraine, who has left me in the rain, in vain. Lorraine, you have made me insane. Because of her illicit potion, my lungs cannot function. Because of her toxic concoction, my heart suffers a fatal infection. I learned too late about her intentions that turned my world to total humiliation. I regret my mistake that turned me into a wreck. I am lucky to be awake to warn you about Lorraine, or should I call her cocaine, who brings nothing but pain and strain. In vain, Lorraine, you will not make me insane. From the heart of poetry, we, Mount Kenya University, Lorraine.
Lorraine was a girl, then it turned out to be cocaine and heroin.
Yeah.
Mr. Davis Nacho, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell us more about Lorraine.
Drugs is normally, to most drug addicts, it becomes attractive at first. There's usually the positive side effects of it, but after some time the negative side effects start catching up with you, and that's what this verse is all about. It attracts you in, and that's why we use the girl in most cases. I'm not talking about all girls, but
we're waiting to hear your
I'm not talking about all girls, yes. But there are those girls that you will meet and you will fall in love with, and they will take you to the stars and back, but later on things start catching up, things start becoming difficult, and that's what drugs is. Drug brings you in, it lures you in, it makes you feel stronger or happier, but later on it just becomes something really
something
high.
different.
Yes.
It gets you high and takes you to another, level. All right, how long did it take you to, come up with that concept?
Quite a while. Basically, the idea usually, you can't. It has no time frame. At times it comes from nowhere. At times you will stay a whole year thinking of an idea. At times it will take you a week, a day. It actually depends. Most of the work comes after you do the script, after you've already written the verse, the script, and unlike the high schools where we have games time, universities are very different. One person has a class at 4, the other one has a class at 2.
Yes.
So getting them together and getting them to have a synchronized voice, and these are grown adult men and women who have broken their voices. Yes. It becomes really difficult, but with a lot of commitment and breaking away from the weekends, they've managed to come up with that.
Good for you. Yeah. And I'll hand over to Willis Raburu. He's with one of the ladies there. Is she Lorraine?
That's exactly what I asked. That's the first question I asked her before she came. Before there are just 2 comments at Muchuli Bliss saying we are enjoying the young talents, and then we also have Emisko Swaka, I think he means Swagger, saying this is good, they should maintain this as they continue to nurture their talent to even greater heights. So, first of all, since your name is clearly not Lorraine, what's your name?
Okay, my name is Lucy Wairimo.
Lucy Wairimo. All right, so tell us about the experience, like he said, getting you guys together and everything. So what makes you guys come together?
Okay, it's a lot of sacrifice, and you have the passion. We all came here because we had the passion. We wanted to utilize our talent and show people that this is what we love. We had to sacrifice. Some of us missed classes because we started meeting at 4 to 5, and it reached a point where we started meeting at 2 to 6. Yeah. So it's been long hours, but would you say it's worth it? And why did you particularly choose to do this line of choral verses? Lorraine, cocaine, insane, membrane. It's all about passion. I'm in love with poetry.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys were, you said you were second?
Yeah, we were position 2. Yeah, out of 6.
Ah, that's good. 2 out of 6. So next year, mutakuwa 1, sindio?
Number 1.
Kuna records. All right, so as I continue to pressure her, I'll get it back to you, Kirigo.
All right, Kasmir, a lot of people, once they watch that choral verse, would expect it to be part of a drama festival, seeing as it is very dramatic in terms of voice, in terms of movement. Why is it under music festivals?
Okay, music festival has different categories. As you had seen, there is song, there is dance, there is elocution. Elocution now it's about poetry in different languages. We even have poetry in vernacular.
Wow.
Arabic, German, French, and English. So the ministry has packaged elocution to just elongate the learning process in class.
So is that what we saw, elocution?
Yeah, that is elocution. That is elocution. The difference with the drama festival is that in music we are interested more in the voice and the face. The voice and the face should speak. While in drama, it must be dramatic. You must dramatize.
But this is dramatic.
Okay, the difference is in music you're limited. You don't have movements, very limited movements. In drama, you can have gadgets to help you tell your story. You can have gadgets to help you show this is Lorraine actually means this.
Yeah.
But in music, you're given limited time. You only have 4 minutes. You have limited space. You have to communicate with your voice and very minimal gestures, because if you use a lot of gestures, it becomes now dramatization.
Oh wow! Yeah. Okay, so for music, it's less time. 1, 2, less gadgets. I mean, it's just your voice and your facial expression.
No costumes.
No costumes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job there. Good job there for you to win, and that's a good job for you. All right. I'll hand you over to Willis Raburu, where he's now with a solo guy. I don't know what's going on that end.
Ako peke yake, yani solo. Sijui kama hiyo ndio status ya kila kitu. But anyway, so he's from the Kenya Technical Trainers College, and his name is Dennis Mwirigi, and he has a solo verse, so we're going to let Dennis go. I like how you're dressed though. I like the whole get-up. All right, so take it away, Dennis.
Dear sweetheart, I am committed to write you a letter that you cannot alter. As I stand on this altar, you cannot deter my determination to utter for I am not an imposter. My sweetheart, my love, my stick and my smoke, my destiny, my growth, from whence I take and give. Beside the lawn every morn, you I pick my sweet stick. Along the lane, through the town, I kiss you stick, with bliss I lick. My sweetheart, my love, my stick and my smoke, you make me smile and laugh, you make me high, make me click. In a bus traveling, in a bed sleeping, my lips lick your sweet lips. In a pub drinking, in hotels eating, from your lips I take my seat. Day comes and goes, we eventually marry and keep on loving. My stick of love lights and glows, I see you at the most caring. Then one day in the morning, chest pain, the ribs ache and split. I stop laughing, I start mourning, I cough, I choke, blood in the split. My sweetheart, you are poisonous. You have defiled me with toxic love. In the habit I've become your prisoner, captive in your lethal crew. You are a monster, a killer. You nip in the bud the growing life that could blossom in turn a pillar to be depended upon in the society. My sweetheart, my love, my stick and my smoke. Bye. There is life to live, talents to nurture, goals to achieve.
All right. Since I'm the only one who's clapping here, but Dennis, take it in stride. I like what you did. That is Dennis Mwirege. He did a solo verse, and I'm joined by his director, Kangai Masharia. Maybe you can tell us more about that solo verse.
This solo verse is talking about drugs.
A big theme this year.
Yes, a big theme. Of course, we've camouflaged it and called it Sweetheart.
Yes.
Because I'm sure some of the people think that it's about something else.
Yes.
But it's about drugs, and of course, drug is a big thing in the country right now. It's affecting all of us, young and old. And so we really want the people out there to really embrace the issue of drug and curtail it, and ensure that the young people are not getting drowned into drugs.
There are those people who would feel, you know, that was such a beautiful piece, but is only seen by those in the music festival. You know, if we did not bring Dennis here, people would never have heard of this poem.
Sure.
You know, do you feel it's time then we get a series where we're able to air these things, you know, during the holidays, or even during the school term, maybe in the evening, allocate time so as to show what is showcased at?
Yeah, I think that would really work.
Yeah.
If we get a forum where these items are shown to the whole country, I think it will pass the message.
It will pass the message. Kasmir, do you think it will have the same impact?
Yes, but meanwhile you also have the Edu channel,
yes,
which is under the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development.
Yes.
It shows such.
Yes.
And of course, if you also go to KICD, you can get DVDs on the performances. Even in 1999, you'll get all those performances. And lately, the Kenya Music Festival Foundation has also launched a website together when the president, during the state concert, launched the Talanta yearbook of the Kenya Music Festival. There are plans that all this talent should be put in our website, so that the whole world can see, not just Kenya, but
not
the
just
whole,
Kenya, the whole world. Don't worry, now on Citizen TV, the whole world is watching. That I can tell you for sure. Let's head over to Willis Aburu, where he can talk to Dennis Mwirege, find out more about Dennis.
Alright, so Dennis, vipi?
Poa sana.
Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, kwa majina naitwa Dennis Mwirege, kutoka Kenya Technical Teachers College, that iko Gigiri. Yeah.
Now, performing this, kulikuwa na changamoto, ama is it a message that you like to pass across? Are you passionate about that particular message, ama vipi?
Changamoto zipo, sizi sema ziko kweli, changamoto ni mingi sana sana. Unajua hizi tuna perform kwa tamasha za muziki kwanza, si drama. You know, drama you are supposed to make some movement. Kama ukipresent your solo verse, unafaa ufanye movement kiasi.
Kama lips unafanya.
Yeah, una dramatize yani. But tunajua ni music, sa movement tunakaa tu constant hapo hivyo, ufai kufanya any movement. So yeah.
Kwa tunaipenda na utaiendeleza?
Yeah, nitaendeleza. Napenda tamasha za muziki pia, za drama pia tunapenda sana. Yeah.
All right, basi kila laheri. We wish you all the best.
Okay, nashukuru sana.
And just before I toss it over to Kirigo, just a few comments of what people have been saying here. We have at Jacob Brave says, I'm loving the choral verse and the solo verse, awesome. And then we also have at Rolex_Koech says, I bet your voice and Kirigos can make a collab with Dennis's choral verse. Try it.
Well, good one. I like that. Back to you, Kangai, and many might be wondering, okay, a solo verse, what are the opportunities for Dennis now that he's decided to go into, you know, performing arts, for example? What are the opportunities?
There are quite a number of opportunities out there. You know, it will always work. Yeah, so I want to believe that even in future, people will also identify with him because he can actually go out there and preach through those solo verses. And the art industry is big.
So solo verse, he can go ahead and just continue doing solo verses, and it could earn him millions one day.
Yes, we have quite a number of people in the country who also do that. Yes,
good.
Who are out there who are doing solo. Yeah.
What would you tell parents, you know, whose children show interest in performing arts but are a bit hesitant to let their children get into it?
I think as parents, we need to encourage our children to pursue their dreams, especially in art. That's a talent. And besides the professional careers and so forth, I think their talents also matter. So it's good to encourage our children because some people are actually earning through the talents that they have.
True.
Yeah.
Kasir, your thoughts?
Talents can also be they can help the students that is after their life. A good example is Esther Chebet, who is at the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. She started with solo verses actually at Tumutumu Girls, but right now she's on the big screens. So talent should not be shoved aside.
It can take you places.
It can take you places, and I really want to laud the efforts of the CS, Professor Kaimeni, who said that in fact they will add more time in the curricula for activities.
Yeah, extracurricular activities.
Definitely.
Okay, I'll now go back to Willis Waburu. There's another choral verse. He had attempted to do one earlier. It didn't work out. So here is your chance to do it again. Let's see how far you go.
It didn't work out because of the subject. That was Kirigo and Neo.
Yes.
So, allow me to compose myself. Alafu sasa mtaona hapo hata mimi niko na skills now, but I can give Zetech a run for the money. But like I've said, so Zetech is here and they have a choral verse that they want to perform, and again I'll keep reminding you that you need to talk to us and talk to them as well. The hashtag to use is Power Breakfast on Twitter, and Twitter42 will be sampling them a little bit later on, but for now though, over to Zetech.
Shukran. Njia ya mwongo ni fupi na mjinga kirevuka, mwerevu wa mashakani. Toa walitile tamba tambarari na B.O. Onara. Twende kazi. Mume wangu tambakani, tamba yako yanisinya. Tulivyokuwa zamani, tamba metutawakanya. Sinawe tena imani, muongo imekufanya. Tamba yako tambarari, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Simu kifaa muhimu, wengi wanakitumia. Mke wangu sinisumu, kukibandika udhia. Nieleze nifahamu, kipi wakasirikia. Tambarari sinioni, chambilecho simutama.
Kwanza utaki nishike, simu hiyo wafichani. Umeijaza hemke, waipokea chooni. Mara nyingine sishike, waizima mfukoni. Tamba yako tambarare, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Ukiniona sishiki, jua simu ya risafu. Bara wananipadhiki, maneno yao mabovu. Wataka kile na hiki, wachele usiluivu. Tambarari sinioni, chambilecho simutama.
Na majina umeweka, kunitatiza mwenzako. Waweka ni wako kaka, kumbe ni kipenzi chako. Juzi napigia beka, ashika hawara wako. Tamba yako tambarare, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Eti wapigia nani? Na kwa ruhusa ya nani? Utanifuta kazini, bosi wangu kwa ndani. Kwani beka duniani ni yeye tu jamani. Tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtamu.
Kisha vipi menisevu? Kwa kweli sina thamani. Lipivu kaisha nguvu, waniita kitu gani? Menisevu nyama mbovu, mimi nimekusevu hani. Tamba yako tambarare, hunidanganya mwenzako.
Labuda ni rongi namba, nilikusevu makosa. Kwangu umebeba namba, vipi jina la kufosa? Ubaya wa simu tamba, namba waweza kukosa. Tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtama.
Mbona mekuwa mjanja? Juzi ukanidanganya, wasema uko Uguja, kuna kazi unafanya. Kumbe uko naye wanja, starehe wajiminya. Tamba yako tambarare, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Wewe niona wapi? Tena tukiwa wawili, nilikudanganyia lipi? Mimi nilikwambia kweli, nilikwenda baipi? Na siku hizi na swali, tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtama.
Basi huko peke yako, wafungwa pia simuni. Hutuma salamu kwako, umshindi shindanoni. Wanataka pini yako, wakuibie yakini. Tamba yako tambarare, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Hayo sasa mimi siko, mimi naibia nani? Tamba isiwe kituko, tukakosana mwendani. Mimi ndiye mume wako, mwengine una fulani. Tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtama.
Kama ndimi mke wako, basi nipe tamba yako. Niwe nayo kama kwako, na yangu ikae kwako. Nione imani yako, kama utashinda huko. Tamba yako tambarare, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Si kwamba nakatalia, tamba yangu ina shida kutumia. Bila elimu ziada, yaweza kukulilia, kushika iwe gagada. Tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtama. Kisha kuna mtandao, tamba yako ni kabambe, yangu ni mambo kibao, kazini na mijumbe. Usiache mbachao, umesahau ujumbe. Tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtama.
Haya nipe hivi sasa, tuzitazame meseji. Sipoona ya vipusa, walai sihami mji. Mwenzio unanitesa, simu itavunja taji. Tamba yako tambarare, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Basi asifike huko, kweli tamba ni kikwazo. Nitaviwacha vituko, vilo vyote vya uozo. Imani irudi kwako, tuishi kama lo mwanzo. Tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtama.
Tena mjue hakika, uaminifu muhimu. Isiwe umeondoka, wasema umuhumu. Lolote likikufika, nani mtamlaumu? Tamba yako tambarare, kunidanganya mwenzako.
Ndo hivyo nimesikia, mejirudi mke wangu. Sitokupa la kadhia, tamba ile tetewemu. Maadili tafatia, irudi imani kwangu. Tambarare sinioni, chambilecho si mtama. Wenye kutumia simu, tumieni kwa kazi. Sasa ikiwa lazimu, ufusika mfanyie. Mtu ni kujiheshimu, simu sidanganyie. Hiyo yako si mtamba, siwe tamba tambarare. Chuo kikuu cha Zetech, Shaba shukran.
Bibi Ondara. Wamekuita bwana Bibi?
B.O. Ondara.
Oh, B.O. Ondara.
Yeah.
Haya, asante sana kwa kuja. That choral verse, to me, when I started listening to it, was about a man and a woman who were just fighting.
Yeah.
But then we later find out it's about a phone.
Yeah, it's about a phone.
Okay, what inspired you to do that, to write that piece?
Okay, lots of us actually see what somehow we lie through the phone a lot. We tell someone I'm at a certain place, but actually you are not there. And then we in relationships and marriages, it promotes a lot of infidelity.
Yes.
Because someone saves someone like the brother or the sister, kumbe is the side.
The other friend.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that's what I'm going to ask. Is it experience you're reciting?
No experience from other friends. They told me.
What you've heard from other people, that's what you decided to show us.
Yes.
All right, let's go to Willis Traburu, where he's with one of the students from Zetech University.
Yes, all right. We are with Regan Otieno, ambayo sijui kama amesema tambarani tambatamba hapa, lakini pali anatoka sijui kana kubaleka. All right, Regan, tell us a little bit about the performance of that and how the process was for you guys, like what every time like you're advancing the stages, how did that feel like?
Okay, we are from Zetech University. The verse you have just seen here is called Tamba Tambarare. It was composed by our own director, B.O. Ondara.
B.O.
Ondara. He's a very good writer. He does scripts, both choral and play. So the journey for us, it has been, we have had some ups and downs actually, because we have to go to school like in Ruiru to do the practices, and we get there late at night. Maybe we have to reach home by 10. So you see, maybe our parents are like, you guys are going to do drama, but it's something that is in us.
Yes, but now when they see you on TV and you perform for the president, you see, it is worth it, isn't it?
It's worth it, because we have done a good job actually at the Kenya National Music Festival. Our verse became number 1. Actually, we had 5 verses. All of them became number 1.
Wow.
For boys, we had one called Kijito, became number 1. This one Tamba Tambarare, it's a Gonjera, we became number 1. Girls also did another one called Hashtag, they became number 1. So actually, our sacrifice, us going to rehearsals late, paid off, because actually we are now
Citizen, you're number 1.
Number 1, we have all the trophies.
Yes, look at that, all of that. Okay, wow, wonderful. So I'll toss it over back to Kiriko. But Kiriko, it looks like the theme is also for the parents to let the guys perform and do their thing.
You know, like Ms. Macharia said earlier, it is important to allow talent, you know, to grow. I'd want to hear from you, both of you, and I'll start with you, Kashmir. What are some of the challenges you face, you know, being in the creative arts as a tutor?
First and foremost, there is that negative perception, and especially from the teachers. There are teachers who believe that it is a time-wasting activity.
Yes, of course.
And there are also parents who feel like it will waste their students, that they are doing this at the expense of the mainstream, which is academic. But they just need to be told that it is not a time-wasting venture. So that is the biggest challenge. And then the other challenge, especially now if you leave alone music, drama, it's costly. And you'll get that the CDF schools, the district schools will tend to shy away from it.
From this, okay. Mr. Ondara?
One of the challenges is that when you start, some of the students, they find the pieces quite hard, and they shy away from rehearsals. And something like a choral verse, you have to rehearse again and again to get the uniformity.
Like every day?
Yeah, every day.
How many hours?
For 2 to 3 hours.
Wow.
Every day for like 2 months. And maybe the students are doing more than 1 piece, so you get to have like 6 or 7 pieces with the same group. So it's really time consuming, straining to the brain. And you go to some schools, you see like Zetech University, the administration really supports talent, football, basketball. But now when you come to other schools, you find that they just do it for the sake of having it in the program. Doing it.
It's part and parcel of the
curriculum. So the trainer becomes frustrated. And you might find kids have talent, but now since they're not getting the support from the administration, it becomes hard for them to nurture the talent.
Okay, so I think the song is saying that we need to work together to harness the talent that we have in the country, in our young children, because art is a field that pays, art is a field that is satisfying, and it's actually a job creator.
You know, you'll concur that in fact most of the richest people in the world are artists, musicians, footballers. Football is an art,
Yes, it is. It's a sport, but requires some form of art to hit that ball. You know, actors, actresses. So I agree with you that it is a, you know, a career that brings in a lot of money, but in Kenya needs to be worked on a bit more so that we can get to that level, I think. All right, guys, thanks for coming. And I'll just read a few SMSs because I've seen the Pumwani boys on the stage. They're here to entertain us again. And there's one who says, congrats to you, my boys, you made us shine in Kisumu. Pumu, only the best. This is music teacher Kena. A lot of people in support of Pumwani boys. I guess it's because they were dancing. I don't know. Colette and Zisa, I want to say kudos to Pumwani boys. Mr. Muyale is the nerve of Zilizopendwa class. His arrangement is a yardstick for standard. That's Aloyo. Morning Power Breakfast. I'm Yvonne Tieno. I want to give thumbs up to my wonderful and passionate friend on arts, Kashmir Ribeiro. Good job you're doing there. Thank you for showing Pumwani School. Mr. Moyale is an icon in music. Thank you very much for all those SMSs. We really, really appreciate it. Willis Raburu? are you ready to take us to the next level? But before I hand it over to you, I've been told I have to say goodbye because the Pumwani boys are just about to shake their legs. Thank you very much for joining us on the Power Breakfast Show this morning. It's been beautiful. It's been wonderful. Hope you've been informed. You've been educated. You've been entertained. On behalf of everyone who makes this show a success, I am Kiri Wangara wishing you a lovely Tuesday. See you tomorrow.
All right. Now you see there is a trophy here that almost looks like the FA Cup trophy. Arsenal mnazangalia amujazaya sana matrophy. But in the meantime, like the Pumwani boys wonder here, and all of them have hats now. Akona kofia, all of them. I think Mutegu would fit in right here because he loves hats. But we thank you also for the comments that you've been sending on the hashtag Power Breakfast, and also on 2242. Thank you for the entire show, and also for the Free Soul Band, just through soul and amazing music that they were doing. So we come to the end of the Power Breakfast show now, but we will leave you with the Pumwani boys high school as they do their thing. My name is Zilizopendwa, reminding you as always that successful people look like you. Enjoy your day, and tomorrow get ready for church.
Narea mukati wande nalina yanda wabatele mismo. Oh Narea mukati wande nalina yanda wabatele mismo. Oite kaena, niwe kumulo kwe. Oh Narea mukati wande nalina yanda wabatele mismo. Oite kaena, niwe kumulo kwe. Oh Narea malako kase nalina kabuna kato. Olkalukanga, amatara kumaile Narea malako kase nalina kabuna kabe. Olkalukanga, amatara kumaile Narea mukati wande Narea wabatele wima. Oite kaena, niwe kumulukweni Narea mukati wande. Narea oite kaena, niwe kumulukweni. Narea malako kanje narina ofuna kako malako kanje ofuna kanya piteka ofuna kanya piteka Narea oh niwe komolo weni Narea mukasi wanje narina yanzo wakasanyere bima oite kaena niwe komolo weni Narea Bande.